Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my...
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got CeeDee Lamb. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Cowboys and the 49ers under the lights on Sunday night.
From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Well, straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here's Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 35. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Throwing here, Purdy looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. run with McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
He's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 12 carries, 99 yards.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's number 3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to number 1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The Cowboys in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here is 3rd and 5.
And again, it's Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with
Get
that.
debated.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. This will be caught at Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now Purdy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop. Now 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That result really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And a good welcome for a guy who had some great years as a 49er, Andy Lee, on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat on blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here's Cook again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Prescott.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. Cook up the gut. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Now 2nd and 9.
Throwing. Prescott.
That's Gallup on the slant.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Prescott.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time.
Get debated.
Make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he gets it down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Mozzie Smith
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Boy, that could have been a real momentum boost going into the break. You get into field goal position with a chance to seize the lead, but this one doesn't find the target, and they're unable to capitalize.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. 16-14 was the final score.
From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now.
And lastly, on Monday Night Football, a rematch of the second ever Super Bowl, Packers and Raiders from Las Vegas at 8:15 Eastern Time. It was the veteran Dalvin Cook who took center stage in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out for the second half. Time for us to go back to Levi's Stadium as we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Prescott now.
That is caught.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
At the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Get you baited.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, it's Purdy.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This is Samuel.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
This is caught.
Well, the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Hughes truck. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Prescott.
Able to hit his target Lamb.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his 2nd Pro Bowl.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Purdy's throw there taken in by Kittle.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
Purdy now to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy will look to throw again here. This ball is caught. He's got Deebo. And he's going to have the Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Purdy.
Get you baited.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd down.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as a tackle made at the 18. Purdy to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, think about this. You got to potentially be careful not to score too early here. 2nd down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Throwing, Purdy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Here now, 2nd and goal.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you want a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Dallas, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.